In relation to our mission statement, we got Charlie on Patreon saying, stop secretly using your wife's nighttime repair serum and proudly embrace your own.
Is that Charlie or Hannah on Patreon?
I think it might be my wife secretly getting it. That's the only way I can talk now, through my Patreon.
Yeah, exactly.
The Businessmen, sponsored by BT Business.
Hello and welcome to The Businessmen.
With me, Joel Dommett. And can I say your name?
Go on.
Ben Shepherd.
Oh, how did that feel?
It felt good, man. It felt powerful.
How's the mouth feel on Ben Shepherd?
Oh, Ben Shepherd. Ben Shepherd. A lot of people spell your name wrong, don't they?
They do, and it has been infuriating over the years. I was once in a school play. You know how we like to take a little sidebar at school. My sister was in it, my brother was in it, my mum did the makeup, and I'm in it.
Can I just tell you, please? It's literally the funniest thing how literally 30 seconds ago, our producer says, hey, so we're just going to stick to it. We're just going to make the start of this episode really quick. Just dish. We're going to get into what we're going to bullet points what the episode is. 30 seconds later, Ben Shepherd goes, I was in a school play. But yeah, carry on.
It's your fault.
I love you.
Well, all four of us were in the play and our surname was spelt wrong 4 times.
Oh my God.
4 times. And in fact, we've still got the programme. It was Joseph in his amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. My sister played Potiphar's wife. My brother was the narrator. I was the king. I was wandering along by the banks of the river when 7 fat cows came out of the Nile.
Oh my God.
And my mum did the makeup. They spelt our name wrong 4 times, Joel.
My God.
It has haunted me my entire life.
That is ridiculous.
Names are important, and there is that is why you brought it up, isn't it?
That is, you know what, Ben? That's exactly why I brought it up. It really is. We're going to be talking about loads of really interesting things today on the podcast with as many tangents as you could possibly imagine. First of all, we're going to be discussing the name.
Yes, we have a name update.
Name update.
We got very excited about a name in the last episode. I've got a name update for you.
I don't know what that name update is, so I'm very excited to hear what that is. We're going to be speaking to a product developer who we've been speaking to sort of privately over the last sort of couple of weeks. So updating on that.
Privately?
I've been talking about. Have you not? I've been doing all of my calls topless. Is that weird?
It's not unusual for you, no. The amazing Angela Adjei is going to be joining us. She's been involved in this, helping us develop all of that. So we're going to introduce you to Angela. We're also going to be hearing what everybody's been saying on our Patreon as well.
Yes, very, very important indeed.
A busy show and probably 1 or 2 sidebars.
Oh yeah, you can always appreciate a sidebar. You'll find out all of that after this.
You've got a son that's wild.
Yep.
But you know what is wild?
What?
A small business in the UK gets hit by a cyber attack every 19 seconds.
That is so much. That's almost 20.
Yeah, most people, of course, don't even see it coming. That's why BT Business is stepping in, because cybercrime isn't just a big business problem anymore.
So our new business needs a cybersecurity plan, Ben.
What it needs is BT's Complete Cloud Secure. Gives you enterprise-level protection tailored to your business size. Maybe even just like ours.
Oh, well, we really do need help, don't we?
We need the security awareness training. It helps your team spot threats before they become disasters. And you know what? It must be so frustrating when you got your product right, only for it to fail because you've had a cybersecurity fail.
We will not let this happen.
No. So don't wait for a breach to take action. Head to business.bt.com or search BT Business Cybersecurity.
Because cybersecurity is everyone's business.
Breach, brother.
Breach.
So, Ben, name update. What's going on?
So, it is the big discussion topic on Patreon. We've been getting some ideas. Last episode, one of the ideas that we flirted with was Fit Face.
Loved it.
Which we both love because it represents a lot about who we are. We like being fit and healthy. Of course, there's the idea about your face being fit and ready for action.
Feels a bit tongue-in-cheek as well.
Yeah.
It feels a bit like, you know, you're fit. Don't feel fit, don't you know it?
You're
like,
fit
feels good.
and you know it. Bad news.
Oh, no, stop.
Fit Face is not possible.
Why?
Yeah, it's been taken by another business.
Oh, let's kill him. Should we kill him? Is that too far for the podcast?
That's not necessarily the first choice. We could maybe
Episode
negotiate.
8, we're speaking to a hitman.
You're going back on the dark web. Do you think BT have any sort of business, have any sort of cybersecurity advisors that can help us with that? No. So unfortunately, Fit Face is out.
Oh, no.
And we were quite leaning towards that, weren't we? We did like it.
So what was it? Do you know the details of it? Should we get into it? Like, what's the...
I just don't think there's any point. It's another business had it. I mean, you can do occasionally when these things come up, you can go to them and you can negotiate to buy the rights to it, but we don't have any money.
Right.
And it's not the sort of thing that we want to do right now. It's certainly not where we want to put our resource. I think we go back to the drawing board. We've still got a few options that we're toying with. We've been given a few options from everybody on the Patreon as well.
And SJs as well.
SJs were brilliant, of course. And actually the process of choosing them has been fascinating. My dad listened to SJ's episode. My dad worked in business all his life and he found it absolutely fascinating that how she put together the ideas of the names for the brand. But we are still searching for a name for our brand, Joel.
Yes, we are. But we will be... I also want to sort of assure you as listeners, we will be picking one. I know we're on episode 7 now and we haven't yet picked one and it feels like we're really dragging this out, but it's obviously a massively important part of this whole journey is we want to get it right. And so keep throwing names at us. It might be that one that we see and we go, oh my God, that's perfect. Hopefully now at 7 episodes deep, you sort of know our vibe. You know what we're after. We know what we want. We are listening. We promise. So keep throwing them at us.
We are all ears. We are desperate to find the right name and we want to get it right.
It's so difficult,
It is
man.
really
And
difficult.
also the problem is the more names that you consider, the harder it becomes.
At some point, we're just going to have to go for something
It's
and then hope that
petrifying.
no one else has it already.
It's absolutely petrifying.
So bad news about FitFace, but the good news is our product developer, Angela, is going to be joining us on the podcast to talk through some of the survey results we've had so far, which has been amazing, and also some ideas for products. She's been percolating ideas and coming up with thoughts because this is the world that she works in, skincare, product development, and she's going to be joining us to run us through some more positive, exciting things.
Yes, she's joining us from her holiday as well, which is unbelievable.
Are you going to join me from your holiday in Australia?
No, yes, I might do actually. It's I know I am. I'm
On
going
holiday.
away for quite a long time.
On
It's not a
holiday.
holiday, Ben.
On holiday.
Okay, Ben, you try getting up at midnight and working all the way through.
I did it for 10 years, 20 years.
All right, that's true. It's the only person.
So Angela is joining us from her sunshine-drenched holiday to fill us in on how we're getting on with the surveys.
Wonderful stuff. I am so excited. Angela Adjei is joining us on the podcast. Thank you, Angela. And from Spain.
Hi. Hi, Joel. Hi, Ben. How are you?
Good. We're really good. Thank you for actually being on the podcast. We've been working with you for a couple of weeks now. If we take everybody back, I think it was episode 4, was
I think
it?
it's episode 4, yeah.
When Russ, who is one of the exec producers of the podcast, creative business developer for Joel and I on this adventure, mentioned your relationship with him and the other businesses that you've been working on. And he said, we must meet you, get you involved, which is exactly what we've done, isn't it, Joel?
Yes, and you've been helping us over the last couple of weeks put together this survey that we have been talking about so much to our listeners over and over and over. So thank you so much for helping us with this. Yeah, this is just, it's been, I feel like I've learned so much from you, Angela. You immediately, whenever I'm around you, I feel at ease.
Oh, that's good. I'm
Humbled.
glad to hear that.
Okay, so just in case anybody isn't aware, you're a product developer. Can you just explain a little bit about what your role in all of this, but what you do outside of working with us?
Yeah, well, essentially, I've come to help you guys from your concepts, which we're talking about, but we're basically there, to the sourcing, to working with manufacturing, to the formula, to the packaging, all the way to getting it into people's hands and loving it. So we're going through that whole process together. And essentially, yeah, I work with brands, whether they're existing brand founders or aspiring brand founders, through my consultancy and just helping them through every stage that I've mentioned. So if you have a little glimmer of an idea or you have an idea already, it's about just getting these processes, refining different details, and making sure you get over the line and compliantly as well. Because as much as it's all fancy, lovely, glitter, smooth textures and all that kind of stuff, we need to make sure it works well and it's great for our market as well.
As soon as Russell put us in touch with you, immediately I was like, this is the person that we need. You know, we've talked so much on this podcast about making sure we have the right team around us. And it really does feel great to feel like we're starting to put together that team. And you are a huge part of this team, Angela. How did you start working with Russell in the first place?
So we've actually been working together, I think it's coming on to 2 years now. So we've been working very closely together on Gem and Tonic. So that's Gemma Atkinson's new skincare brand. And again, from coming on board with Russ, having multiple conversations and, meetings on the concept, what we want to do to make it quite different, how we want to capture the audience of women, crafting the surveys that we're doing, obviously that we've done right now, to building that story and getting the community involved, because this is essentially what we're trying to do with you guys. Trying to get the community involved, trying to get their feedback in terms of crafting and designing this whole collection. So working really closely together to be able to shape and really build this brand from scratch.
I think one of the things that you have done brilliantly, unquestionably with Gemma, and what Gemma has done brilliantly, is creating that community and understanding what it is that the people that she's trying to serve with her wonderful brand, Gem and Tonic, delivers to them what they're after, and taking the feedback and listening carefully to what they're saying, which is exactly what we want with this. With that in mind, Angela, how have the surveys been going?
Going well. I mean, we spoke about this a bit earlier, that it's so surprising to see how many men have been eager to get involved and just share their opinions as well. And it's been interesting to see how men really get into it. Once you kind of start asking them questions, they're really willing to start talking about their grooming routine, their skincare habits, their body care routine. And I think going into this, we were a bit maybe uncertain if men would be willing, well, I guess if they would take to answering these questions and being quite open about their skincare. But I think for me, and what I shared with you guys earlier, is how men are so willing to just be quite I guess flexible with their skincare routine. So they'll do something in the morning and they'll have a bit of a regime that they do at night as well, which we going into this, I guess maybe didn't expect. So again, things like this feed into what we might end up launching as a brand. So that's been super interesting. A lot of men wrote in the comments about how they use their partner's skincare as well. I mean, I'm sure you guys did. So
Joel is very guilty of that.
Yeah.
If Hannah says one thing, it's that he keeps stealing her gear.
Absolutely. Hundreds of pounds of products that I use. And the thing that she gets most annoyed about is literally the other day, I'll take her cream, or she'll be like, yeah, you know what, you could use this. It's a really good one. And I'm like, amazing. This is going to be the elixir that like works on my skin. And then she gets so annoyed at me because I don't put the top back on properly.
Yeah.
And she's like, you have such disregard for the product. It just loses its amazing.
We definitely need to design products that mean that Joel can't leave the lid off.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Self-sealing or something like that. That might be something.
Even just something simple as a pump, so you don't have to worry about closing it.
Yes.
Joel is as simple as a pump.
Oh my God.
Let me assure you of
pumping
that.
is what got me into this problem in the first place.
So we know your credentials and you've been absolutely fantastic so far. We still want more people to sign up to the surveys and get involved because their feedback is hugely important to this whole adventure. What can they expect if they're going to take our survey and going to try and join up to our community?
I think it's, number one, we wanted it to be a bit of a place for you to be able to share your the brands that you use. You know, we go further in and you're going to see another survey releasing soon about kind of different price points, the brands that you're loyal to, and what you actually want to see. You know, you're concerned with kind of grooming, but let's go in a bit deeper than that. What is it specifically to do with grooming? Is it maybe ingrown hairs? Is it to, condition your beards? If you do have a beard, is that relevant to you? Are you bald? You know, let's really get into what it is that you guys need as men, as a community, and making it so it doesn't feel so kind of polarized. So we want men to feel like they can use it. It doesn't need to feel almost like an industrial type of product. We can use it when you're maybe just feeling a bit like you want a bit of comfort, a bit of soothing. Men need a bit of self-care as well. So we wanted to make sure that whatever types of ingredients that we're looking at, men have even the surveys, they've noticed some products here, which surprised me as well, that, they are using, I guess, what you wouldn't traditionally class as a male skincare brand. They are using like Joel touched upon, female steering brands. And
Yeah.
I think it's been interesting for us. And like you said, we were discussing it earlier. I'm just looking at this, just talking about using things sequentially. So making sure they have a bit of a regime, which I hadn't considered. Like some of the men that have filled in the survey have been very clear to say, they want to make sure that they prep their skin. They're very much groomed. They have a specific cream that they use, but they're willing to explore more, to do more. So I think that also feeds into what we can go on to launch.
So I think figuring out what that routine is for trying to get it right for as many men as possible, I think is key here, right?
Yeah, exactly. And
that's really interesting.
Considering things like textures, that massively is a focus because, you want things that absorb quite quickly. Similar to women, we don't have time to just wait for however many steps in a routine. We want something that's quickly absorbing into the skin, that works on base to face, the top half of your face and also the bottom half, which may or may not have hair, beard hair. But I think it's just even looking here, just dual use products. Not as far as a 5-in-1 because, that's a bit too much, but maybe things that have multiple uses that can multitask as well.
Okay, so I talk a lot about tinted moisturizer. Is that the sort of thing you mean? So a moisturizer that's great for your skin, but also gives you a bit of colour at the same time?
Yeah, something exactly like that, Ben. So something that you could use in, I guess, a multiple ways. So like you said, it's coverage for one, hydration for another, and also, just actually giving you a bit of a, I wouldn't say glow, but just giving you a bit of a sheen or just looking like you're well rested, I suppose.
Yeah. This is genuinely something I was thinking about this morning because every morning now I put on a tinted moisturizer mixed with an SPF moisturizer, right? And I was like, why can these things not be combined? And I don't think there's any, I don't know. I haven't seen any other products specific, especially for men, where you have a tinted moisturizer that's combined with an SPF. And why can't we do that?
Why can't we? Yeah.
I don't know. It just feels interesting.
Yeah, no, for sure. Definitely. And SPF, I'll always be an advocate for SPF. SPF is something you should be using daily, but you wouldn't want to use an SPF, use your moisturizer and maybe use something on top. For example, you might want to use something that's more like a serum base. So normally it would be serum, maybe an eye cream, moisturizer, and SPF rather than using 4 products. Is there a way we can incorporate it to just use one?
Yeah.
Love that. Efficiency, less faff, and make sure that it works. I'm sure that you, as somebody who is a product developer, when we started talking about, would you come and be involved in this, immediately started percolating ideas of products that you think might work. Is there any sort of little gems that you can share with us or thoughts? I know that we're going to be guided by the survey, but from your vast expertise.
I would definitely say this kind of like hybrid or dual kind of use. And it's almost like it just feeds in so well, the fact that you're doing it together, you're a duo. If we can find some sort of unique duo of ingredients that work really well together, that even almost, I guess, take on board some of your personalities, that would be amazing for me as somebody that develops products would love to do. And, maybe if you could work in a way that we do one product for, a shave product, and then straight after you shave it, you have a shave, you use another product. So it's almost like, okay, this is your set that you need to use 1 and 2.
That is quite interesting because everyone looks, traditionally, it's always been the 3-step program. People add to that 3 steps, but for some reason, it's always like cleanse, tone, moisturizer, or like cleanse. Now it's sort of like cleanse, tone, moisturizer, but now it's sort of changed into maybe cleanse, serum, moisturize, and all of that stuff. Be really interesting, an idea of putting it down, instead of expanding it and making it 5 steps, bring it down and bring those 3 down to 2 steps. It's quite an interesting angle, I suppose.
Yeah.
Don't know. Is there any other sort of the gems of knowledge that you can give to us just in a business sense for us before we carry on this mad journey of ours?
I would say be patient with it. It takes time. As much as I know you guys are quick, you're very quick for things. You're eager to get going.
Come on!
Be patient with it. And I know, I just know when it comes to samples, you're gonna try multiple. Probably one of you is going to love it. One of you is going to hate it. It's about finding that middle ground and being patient with each other and just understanding what would work for the masses as well. So
be gentle with me.
Yeah, be gentle and patient.
Angela, look, honestly, I've said it already, but you make me feel like this is the right decision to be in this room. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I trust Ben implicitly. I genuinely do. I've said it on this podcast before. But
she completes us.
You complete us.
To coin a phrase,
you really do
complete us.
And your wealth of knowledge is brilliant, and it makes me feel a lot more comfortable.
So thank you for being on the journey. Can I just say as well that like we've got to be patient with each other. Can I ask that you're quite patient with us?
Yeah, I think
that might be more of a challenge.
I've learned that, definitely.
We are slow on the uptake, but keen to learn and have boundless enthusiasm for as much that you can share with us as possible.
Yeah.
So thank you. Is there anything else that you feel like we should share regarding these surveys and the community we're trying to build before we let you go back to enjoying your holiday?
I would just say keep going. I think the men so far have been just so open with what they use and what they want to see as well. So just keep being as open as possible, because we are reading everything. We are seeing all the comments. We are taking it on board. And like you guys have already said, it's the community that are really going to shape the output. So from the product, from the packaging, to, the different types of formulas, you guys, the community, are going to shape that. So just keep being open with us, keep sharing, keep being enthusiastic as well. So it's great to read the comment and the survey feedback.
Love that, Angela. That's amazing. Thank you so much for your time. Get back to your holiday.
Thank you. Right, see you guys soon.
Angela, just make sure when you are on your holiday, lots of SPF, okay?
Yeah, SPF.
Someone very important told me that.
Yeah.
Love Angela.
She's amazing.
She's great.
And knows her onions. I mean, literally, if she could put onions on someone's face, she would, and she would do it perfectly.
I'm sure it would be actually a great product.
So first things first, great responses clearly from everybody that's taken the survey already. Thank you for joining up to the survey and being so unguarded and open about what it is that you want from your skincare. I think that's really encouraging, isn't it?
Yeah, and also, look, I maybe I'm overplaying this, but hopefully it's quite interesting for you guys to get involved. And then, something that you might want might become available. Do you know what I mean?
It's absolutely.
It's quite interesting.
You could guide us down the route for something you've been desperately looking for a very long time, and we could well create that for you, and then you would have that to put on your face.
Yeah, and that's, a lot of people keep saying to us, it feels like there's quite a there's a gap in the market there. And this is, your chance to be heard, essentially. I don't want to oversell it, but I do feel it's quite interesting. It's quite interesting from my perspective. I know it's my podcast, but it's quite
I like
interesting.
The idea. No, you're absolutely right. But you could have Joel and Ben all over your face, which could be a name, because we still haven't got a name, Joel.
Oh, for God's sake. How are we in this episode? We still haven't got a name.
Would you like some Patreon comments? Because we've had one or two suggestions. Thank you for all your Patreon comments. You can go to the boardroom, which is on our Patreon. Also, the link is in both of our Instagram bios if you want to sign up to do more surveys as well. This has come from KH on Patreon. KH has offered, gents, I'll offer up the name Fool with the PH, PH00, not 00, PHOOL. Do you remember SJ was saying there's a thing about 00, Google, Zoom, all that malarkey? Yeah. There is a PH in cream. In Ben's surname, there is a Shepard. Fool is what Joel does for a living. This is a very good point.
This is good.
There is the 00 like Google, Yahoo, Zoom. We're all trying to fool time with our skincare.
Mate, I'm telling you, KH, that's good.
You're a fool not to use it, etc., etc. All the best for the journey ahead. Now there's another
Welcome to our lives at the moment, KH.
Every time someone says something, oh, could that work?
It's like, it's really hard to live your life.
It's really debilitating.
Yeah. That's really interesting. Okay, in relation to our mission statement, we got Charlie on Patreon saying, stop secretly using your wife's nighttime repair serum and proudly embrace your own.
Is that Charlie or Hannah on Patreon?
I think that might be maybe my wife secretly getting it. That's the only way I can talk now, through my Patreon.
Yeah, exactly. Suddenly she's found a route to communicate. Kate B on Patreon, making skincare affordable and accessible depends what demographic you're going after, though. Male skincare products aren't at the price point that most men would think, oh, I'll give it a go. I wonder if Kate B's thinking that it's too expensive. Yeah. And actually they'll go, because men tend to be a little bit more cautious about the idea of spending money on something like their face.
And we've talked about that sort of statistic of something like 70% of women buy products for their
male
partners.
Skincare is bought by 78% of women.
And women don't want to be buying something for their husband or boyfriend or whatever. If it's stupidly expensive, they're not going to use it.
Too right.
This is quite. I'm not going to go into a mad story. Trust me. Okay, but this is really interesting. So once I went for a facial, right? Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
This is another one.
Everyone, stop!
Was this on Zoom?
Another one. It was in Soho. Okay, so we were. So I went for a facial and all nice, all the peels, all that stuff, right? Interesting. And afterwards, she was like, "You could do with this an eye cream," and I was like, "Oh, great!" And I'm literally, I'd love to be told what to do.
Yes, we like direction. We like being produced.
That's what we're finding out on this journey. People love to, especially men and skincare, love to be told where to do, what to do, And she said, "You could do with an eye cream," and I was like, "Great, okay, great." This was quite a posh facial as well. It was quite like an expensive one.
Nice, yeah.
It's one that Hannah goes to, and at the end of the till, sort of tilled everything up, and she gave me a bit of a discount for the facial. So I was like, "Thank you so much. That's very lovely." And I went, "Oh, you know what? I'll get that eye cream as well."
Let's have the eye cream.
She put the eye cream on and she went, "Well, which one do you want? Do you want this one or do you want this one? This one's really, really good." I obviously was upsold, went for the expensive one. She put it through. When I say that eye cream, it was the tiniest little thing.
I'm nervous already.
I'm going to say, how big's that bed?
I'm saying like 20 mils.
Yeah. So,
like a file of it.
So about that much, right? Little squeezy thing. It was £120 for an eye cream, right? And this is, again, what we need to figure out, right? Price point is really important because
we need to be guided with that, don't we?
We need to be guided with that. And obviously what we say in our brains, if something's expensive, then we think it works. But that might not necessarily be the case. But also what's very interesting for me in using that eye cream.
Did you use it?
I used it, but I'm so tight. I used it so incrementally over a year.
Yeah.
Because I was using the tiniest bit amount. Even if it did work, I wasn't putting enough on my face for it to do anything.
But it would be like elixir, like you described earlier. When it's that precious, you think, well, I don't need much.
Yeah.
Surely I don't need much.
Tiniest amount.
And
£120.
Have you ever bought any more?
No.
I think Kate makes a really good point.
Thank you, Kate.
Really good point. Nick Dewar on Patreon. Nick, thank you for getting in touch. I really like this from Nick, actually. Personally, I would look towards a skincare brand that creates clean, high-performance skincare essentials that help men look and feel their best without the jargon, fuss, or false promises. Something that provides me with confidence, helps me feel calm and in control, so it's one less thing I need to worry about.
I love that. That's really interesting. I think essentially when we really boil it down, this is what we're wanting to create. Something that gives people confidence and makes people worry less.
Yeah.
Like it's, essentially we all want to try and look and feel our best. And I feel like a lot of people I speak to feel quite confused by it,
Joel,
myself included.
We've talked about this. As you pointed out, worrying is aging, right? In the mission statement, worrying is aging. If we take the worrying out of it, then we're going to help ourselves not age so quickly, so severely.
Exactly.
Amazing stuff. Thank you for all your comments. Please do sign up to the Patreon. All the details as ever. You can click on Patreon and you can go to the boardroom and take the survey. We want to hear from everybody, don't we? As many as the people as we can.
We really do. Get involved. Thank you so much. And hopefully you can all be a part of the biggest male skincare survey of all time in the UK. Yeah.
Thank you for listening or watching if you are indeed watching on the YouTube.
What? People are watching?
There are. That's what these cameras do.
Oh, no.
The link is in the Patreon for the surveys.
Yes, it's also in our Instagram bios. So click on that and you'll find everything you need in terms of links to the podcast and also links to the survey.
Links to anything else?
Links to my OnlyFans and links to other people's OnlyFans. To be honest, I think I've got too many links on there. It's just a link to YouTube, not my YouTube, just YouTube.
Someone's.
Just Google on there.
Elon's YouTube.
And you know what there is also a link to? BT Cybersecurity.
Because cybersecurity is everyone's security.
Cheers.
The Businessmen, sponsored by BT Business.
This is a Sony Music Entertainment production. The hosts are Joel Dommett and Ben Shepherd. The producers are Robbie Williams and Grace Laker. The studio manager is Mateus Torres, and the production manager is Jen Mistry. The executive producers are Alex Lawless, Chris Skinner, Russ Schaller, and Ash Saddle.